All right, so this is our fun part. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. Oh, shoot. That doesn't look good. Hey, Bubba! Cross here with Andrew Buys Homes. I want to show you one of our properties that we just bought. Bubba over here is trying to get it taken care of. When we bought this property, it was supposed to be 100% occupied, and then after we closed on it, we come to find out that we had 2 vacant units. Anyway, we've already done a walkthrough of most of these properties, and actually most of them are in really good shape. Come on over here. You see, we just got all the trees off the roof. We had an ice storm here, I guess, what, 4, 5, 6 months ago. So we got a lot of broken limbs over here that need to be fixed and taken care of, and this is our mess so far. I decided to go whip out my handy dandy pole saw today and knock out a little bit of it myself. I haven't been out doing hard lineal labor in just a while, so anyway. Well, fortunately, this was our floor. You can see it's just, I mean, just absolutely just crumbling. Fell through the floor as soon as I walked in there. I fell through the floor right there. So anyway, Bubba just got this piece of plywood down. We're good and sturdy. So we'll be adding a dishwasher here. I do not include refrigerators in my rentals. It has a stackable washer and dryer, which is great because it's going to add on $50 a month just for having the setup. We don't even have to provide them. So I'm actually considering doing rentals on stackable washers and dryers right now. So we're debating about that. This is our first big multiplex, so we'll see what's going to happen. Come on in here. Fortunately, this bathroom's in really good shape for a tenant. This will be, I think we're gonna rent this thing out for about $7.25 a month. Water's paid, they have to pay for their own electric. We are going to be adding in mini splits, which I'm also excited about because this is gonna be my first house with mini splits. I've got an order of 14 mini splits right now, so for this property and 2 others. So I figure if you're going to do a test on something, go big or go home. It's basically a central heat and air unit, except for there is a wall unit inside and a wall unit outside. My appraiser just told me that they were actually considered as central heat and air, so that was going to help my appraisal quite a bit. But everybody tells me they're great, and so I'm really looking forward to using them. I've been wanting to use them for a while, and finally the cost has come down enough on them, and we have a big enough project that makes sense. Almost every one of these units around here that if you look at them, they've got mold or mildew, or the window units have not been put in correctly. And so we've got a lot of mold and mildew and stuff like that building up, and a lot of rot around the window units around all these places. So that's the plan. We've got a lot of broken windows here. I think we got 26 broken windows all around the property. Let's go take a look at this other unit here. They're all 2 bedrooms. They're all the same. Right now they're way under rented, so we're gonna be fixing that up. I think you're getting ready to board over it, aren't you?
I was thinking about boarding half.
Half? Yeah. Nah, they'll break it again. Do the whole thing.
All right.
Do the whole thing. Get rid of it. So almost all these units, they boarded up these windows in the back because people just seem to break into them. So instead of fixing it, I'm just gonna board over it, sheetrock over it, do both sides. Then I won't have to mess with it again. If you look here, like they took everything out of the stove. Like they stripped this stove of wire and copper, and they came in here and just like tore out everything out of it. We did not do that. So.
No, it wasn't us.
And Bubba likes making honest money. He's too lazy to make that dishonest money.
That crooked money.
All right, so this is our fun part. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. Oh shoot. That doesn't look good. Hey Bubba! I need you to tear into this, and we got a bunch of mold shit here, so let's tear this wall off and find out what's going on back here and treat it if we need to. Well, I'm starting to think that there's a leak somewhere.
Probably.
So anyway, let's get that taken care of before we get tenants in here. So we'll get this, you can tell it's got some water issues in here. We'll tear out all this, treat it. One of the reasons that the guy wasn't making any money here is because he had almost a $600 water bill. And come to find out, it's because 3 of these units are basically just running nonstop full blast. So we're gonna fix all the toilets. That's gonna be our first priority right now, is to get all the water fixed. And we'll show you one of the way bigger problems over there, because we got there, and one of our elderly people over here, his bathtub only puts out hot water. Here's another problem with the window units, and this is another reason I really would like to start getting rid of them. This whole mess right here. So you can see that somebody's gone in here and used hardy board here to fix this. That whole thing needs to be ripped out and replaced.
Yeah, I was gonna do a new windowsill.
Yeah, do a windowsill there too. Ew, roaches. Fortunately, I have sprayed a little bit in here. Not professionally, I just sprayed myself. And it's been sitting here for about 3 or 4 days. So they're running around, but you can tell we got a lot of roaches. Another thing that I'm gonna do, and this is sort of like a little tip that we use, a friend of mine told me about, is we're putting boric acid in all the face plates, inside of all the plates. So that way if any roaches do get into them, hopefully soon we'll be able to kill it off the roaches before they come through here. You can't talk them out of it. They just tell us to go throw all your trash away, and then we got 10 days to do it. So hopefully she doesn't do nothing, but if you go talk to her, then she's going to. But she flipped around here, so I guarantee you I'm about to get and it's just a warning. I mean, if I don't get a city citation, at least if I don't get one a week, then I don't think I'm doing my job right. My orange house, they got me 4 on that one, and it's like while the guys were painting it, scraping it off, they're like, there's loose paint. We're like, no, duh. The guys are scraping it off right now. I think I probably got about $4,000 or $5,000, probably $3,000 or $4,000 this year in just fines. Yeah, it still sucks, but it's just part of it. It's like, oh, hey, pull it out. Oh, Bree, look, we got another one. Go tell the people to go clean up the yard or go do whatever. All right, hey, Bubba, be safe.
All right.
Tell that, love that baby, and we'll be back over here tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you. That's interesting. They have locks on all these. I wonder if I don't have keys to those locks. You know, I'll have to look in that bag. I got a bag of keys. They might be in here. Yeah, if not, I got a bolt cutters. I'll make it happen. Broken window. We're gonna replace all the lights. All these back porch lights and all these lights are gonna get replaced. I wanna put them on day-night sensors.
Okay.
I just want them to light up as soon as night time comes on. I don't want motion. And light this sucker up. I want it to be bright back here.
City will put these kind of like that light over there.
Yeah.
It would cost me $30 a month.
Yeah, that's $30 a month. If I tie it to their house, they get to pay for it. If I do it, then I got to pay for it. So that's what I'm going to do. We got one tenant over here that really likes to trash up the place. So probably going to get an eviction on this one. Shh. What?
Extra ventilation.
Extra ventilation. We'll get that sealed up. You see here, like we got all this. I'm gonna use a different kind of stuff. This is called OSB board. This is the cheapest wood you can make. And you can tell, I mean, it doesn't take much. And it just starts falling apart. And the flashing's not there. And also the way they got this flashing, it actually holds water. So once it holds water, see it holds water right here, it wicks up and then this whole bottom gets wet. That's why this is in good shape and this isn't. And if they would have taken that metal and angled it out, this would have stayed dry. This is one of the reasons that we'd have to inspect our tenants' work is because of this. So this is gonna have to be redone. This is a very nice older couple and they do not get around very well. And they use this handrail and unfortunately this is what they have. So we're gonna be fixing that. Show you one of the active units right now. It's got nothing but hot water coming out. So the guy would have to fill the tub up, wait for a couple hours and let it cool down so he could take a bath. So let's see if we can get in here and take a look at what they've got going on. You guys still in here? We're just gonna do it all brand new. So I don't know exactly what happened here, but he did some kind of jerry rigging to this thing. And in the process, they lost, I think they did something with this. They lost all their cold water, and so all they had was hot. Before all they had was cold, and so he went in here and fixed it, so now they had nothing but hot. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape, but that's the big problem that they're having is, you know, too hot. Right now, all the hot air was going into the house. So we're adding in a little vent over there so that way the air will go outside. That's what we're gonna be doing, fixing this place up and just raising the rent. We got a lot of broken windows over here that we're gonna be getting fixed, a lot of rot, and then I wanna get these fascia boards painted where all the chipping and peeling paint is. So we'll get that, get all the trees off the house, and get this sucker rocking and rolling and cash flowing again. Right now we're renting it out for $5,200 a month. As soon as we get the other two rented, I'm hoping we're gonna get about $750 a month. So if I can do that, then I'll raise up all the rest of them, and that'll be close to $8,000, but that'll be a while. So we'll be just raising up about $50 to $60 in increases. So I think, if memory serves me correctly, that'll put us at 62, and then once we raise rents, it'll put us about 7,000. And then here in the next 2-3 years, we'll raise it up over a period of time. We'll get this hopefully up to about $8,000 a month. But I don't want to raise it too much because, like these wonderful people here, they've been here forever. They've paid to get the house painted. They're not planning on moving anytime soon. We paid $350,000 for this place right here. Right now, our payment, because we've got it on a private money loan, but it's at 10% interest, so it's $3,500 a month in payments for that loan on top of our taxes and insurance and maintenance and everything else. So we're about breaking even. We're making just a little bit of money here, but once we get it fixed up, then obviously we'll get those rents up and we'll start making some more money on it. We've already got our banks looking at it. I've got a couple different banks looking at it. We'll pick one of those banks shortly, get them cashed out, refied. Hopefully in less than 6 months is my plan, because I don't want to pay any more points and don't want to pay all that interest. I'm hoping by the 30th to get both those units turned around, so hopefully we can get somebody in at least one of them before the month's over. We'll do some kind of move-in special or something like that to get those suckers moving a little bit faster. So yeah, I'd like to get those two running. I've got too many guys working right now, so they've got too many projects. Yes, sir. Hey, yeah, thank you. Handyman service. I will be talking to him later. Hi, what do you charge?
I'll have him price this one
Yeah.
and the two in the back, and I'll let you know something.
All right, sounds like a winner.
Okay.
All right, thanks, sir.
Okay.
Cool. Then maybe we can get this place moving a little bit faster.